at this point, but I feel like a lot of people struggle with the bug. It is a weekly boss that I think is a checkpoint for a lot of characters, for a lot of players, and I want to go about it with 3 different teams as a free-to-play account to really describe how you can go about it in a variety of methods, just depending on the characters that you have. And so to get started, this is my regular team. My camera's covering up Clara, but it is Clara, Pela, Welt, and Lynx. And this team has just been very, very consistent with me, and so it is what I'm going to show off first. But then what I'm going to move on to is a very easy to obtain team with only 4-star characters. The game gives you Herta and Natasha, and so this or something similar is very easily achievable. And then finally, I'm going to finish off with a pay-to-win sort of team. Even though I am a free-to-play account, I do have some 5-star limited characters. So I have Black Swan, Acheron, Kafka, and an E2 Gallagher, so I can cleanse. And to get started, let's just do what I always do on the weekly boss, which is this team right here. To get started, I want to make sure that everybody has their ults up and is healed. So I think that shows that Clara has her ultimate up. I'm not too sure, but let's go ahead and use some shenanigans here. I bet that chair could 60k pure fiction. Yeah, dude. I want to make a TikTok out of that. So today what I wanted to do was this. I want to record like a YouTube video to put up because I haven't put out a YouTube video in a really long time and I didn't know what to do. So I figured like going through the weekly bosses would be fun. As well as I think that the bug kind of is a struggle point for some people. So I wanted to do it 3 times in a row. And I should be successful with them. The thing is, I've only cleared the bug boss with my first team. The second and the third team, I actually have not played against it with them. And so I'm essentially figuring it out as I go, but I'm confident that I can succeed. Chair is far more skilled than any of us. Likely the case. This chair was very expensive. Surely that means that it came with brain power. And so normally whenever I go about the weekly bosses, I usually always try to get a little bit of food in me. I think for my first squad, I'm going to do something really light. All I'm going to do is just buff myself up with attack a tiny bit. I'm not going to put a defensive thing on here though. And this is usually how I run this week to week. So a small attack buff and then we just hop right in.
Do we still have the
So this team does well because every single character has a weakness break efficiency on this boss except for Lynx, my healer, who's only here to make sure that they cleanse the other characters when they get debuffed. How I start out right here is just a little basic attack, and then once he moves, I just throw out all my ultimates. Sometimes I cast Clara's ultimate right out the gate here, sometimes I don't. It really doesn't make a huge difference.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You know not survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Okay, so let's see here. Do I want to heal? I could.
Here, try this.
So I'm gonna throw out Clara's basic attack and then ult afterwards.
I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Sora.
She went for Lynx, which is rare, and Lynx actually effect resisted the debuff. And it's usually at this point where he goes for Pela or Welt, and they get debuffed, and so I immediately use my Lynx ultimate, but I got lucky here, and now I don't need to use that ultimate. I will hold on to it. And then here, usually I do not mind getting him to cast out all the buddies at once. There is times periodically where I will purposely choose to focus an individual bug without hitting him so that more don't spawn, but often the case, like, I don't mind doing it.
Commencing research.
I'm honestly okay with it, so let's keep going.
Enemy targets detected.
So here I will be able to break him and then cast ultimate, which is good. Let's do that.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
With Clara, I'm gonna basic attack so that Welt can use his skill. And there should be decent damage right here. Decent damage for sure.
Let's begin.
Not bad, not bad. Do I use Welt's ultimate, though? Do I hang on to it? Can I get it back up in time? Honestly, I think so.
You know
Let's
nothing
use
of
it.
survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Commencing support.
I have the luxury of just being able to basic attack with Lynx,
Leave it
as
to
I
me.
do not have to try to grind out the energy to refill their ultimate.
Commence. Ready for
I'm
another?
gonna basic attack here, just because my energy is gonna max out regardless. Okay, here we go. This is good. Oh!
Travel far away.
I got unbelievably lucky twice in a row. First off, he went on Lynx, who effect resisted, because Lynx's effect resistance is really high. And then they went on Pela. Because they went on Pela, I was like, oh, they're gonna get debuffed. I just cleanse immediately.
I should have brought a
But that
charity.
didn't happen. She effect resisted as well. This is probably one of the luckiest runs I've ever had. But just for the sake of, you know, replicating what I've done in the past, let's just say that Pela is in fact debuffed here. I immediately cast Lynx ultimate.
Thanks for the support.
So here, I want him to cast out his buddies. So I'm gonna do this, and then I do
Enemy
Pela's
beta
ultimate.
net markers activate. Time for good old counterattack.
And then I do a Clara E.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate. Let's begin.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me,
I will
Mr.
use her
Frost.
ultimate immediately afterwards. And then with Welt, let me first target this guy. The bounce is inconsistent. You don't really know what you're gonna get in store, or what you're getting in store for when you use it.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Kayla is very weak right now. That is a little startling,
Commencing support.
but we should be okay. Because of the Lynx ultimate that I casted, she did regain a little bit of health when it was her turn. And I will use my E here. I want to make sure that... Yeah, I want to make sure that I can cleanse again. So I will do this.
Thanks for the support.
Stand down.
Just gonna base attack here.
Ready for another?
Let him do his shenanigans and see what he wants to do. That
Leave it
is
to me.
really unfortunate. So, Lynx's effect resist is really high. So normally I'd be happy that they went on them. Unfortunately, they actually landed the debuff. And so I can't cleanse the debuff off of Lynx when Lynx is the cleanser.
Better make a choice.
But right here, we should still be fine. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this.
Net markers activate. Time for good old counterattack.
And then I do this.
We have the upper hand.
Now, I should be able to do a simple... I kind of want to break this guy with Clara so that it bleeds rather than gets frozen. So I'm going to do this. This is kind of tough, though. I have faith. It's risk. I have no reason to be this risky. But I do have faith that if Lynx gets targeted again, they will survive. And so I'm just going to basic attack here.
I'm fine.
And it's still defense broken. So I'm going to first do this, and then I do this.
You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed.
I know,
There's
and
no
its
other
shield didn't
choice.
go up this time. I don't know what that's about. That's very strange, isn't it?
Enemy targets detected.
That's quite odd. A really weird run. A very odd run. This one was for sure. But hey,
Enemy
I guess we'll
data
take
net
it.
markers activate. Time for good old counterattack.
Leave it to me. I'm fine.
To travel.
Okay, there we go. And then in typical fashion, we just spam our ultimate with Lynx. And we are fine here.
Hide. You know nothing. Survive or be destroyed.
Alright, he should be dead
There
here
is no
soon.
other choice.
Nothing to it, but just to whack him a
Ready
little
for
bit.
another? Commencing support.
And there we are. Now, typically, that's not how my runs go. He behaved a lot differently this run than other ones, as well as I got really lucky to start out where the two debuffs that he initially throws out, Lynx and then Pela, resisted them. Oh, that's pretty good. But you know what? It's not too instructive to really talk about this team as a whole anyway, because this team, as I said, is my usual team that I use. And it's just very, very consistent. It's very difficult for me to lose with that team. Very difficult for me to lose with that team. I do it because it's safe. It might not be the most efficient, and I probably could do it a little bit faster if I try to work around different characters, but it's just really consistent, and I go with it. Now, with that being said, though, we now move on to a very free-to-play team. A team consists of all 4 stars. I actually don't even think I have any Eidolons on. Actually, you know what? Before I move on, I think it would be silly of me to talk about how I completed something without actually talking about how my characters performed and why they performed that way. So let me very quickly take a look at my characters to show you that I do have Clara's signature light cone. All these characters, I believe, are level 80 and 80. So level 80 Clara on a level 80 light cone, it is her signature. Level 80 light cone on 80 Pela. This one, I think other people use different ones, but this overall is a very good Nihility light cone, which was actually a limited light cone that you can get from an event that was early on in the game. And unfortunately, I didn't even complete the event in its entirety because I don't have Superimpose 5. Moving on, we have a level 80 well on a level 80 good night and sleep well. Actually, if you want to build a welt that's more suited for sustain, you want effect resist, or not effect resist, effect hit rate on this light cone here. And there's a few that offer that. Alas, I just want my welt to do a little bit more damage, and so that's why he's on this. And then I have a level 80 Lynx on a level 80 perfect timing for a lot of effect resist. And because of this high effect resist, my outgoing healing bonus is increased. So the effect resist on Lynx is, what is it at? 55. Not too bad, not too bad. Crit rate at 63 over 73 with Welt. 43 over 62 with Pela. She's kind of like on a weird build, but I just have her built really, really fast, and that's what her main utility is. And then we have Clara, who's meant to be very, very slow. 65 crit rate over 136, which is pretty decent. A good amount of HP and defense, and a lot of attack, which really helps out with restoring some HP when they get hit. Lastly, just take a quick gander at their relics. There's that. There's this. There's that. And finally, there is that. Moving on to the next team, though. Natasha I use for a really, a lot of early game shenanigans. I do have her light cone ascended, but I do not have it to 80. I have her at 80 and light cone at 71. I don't have any particular reason why I have this light cone on her, besides the fact that it has her face on it, and so I wanted to put it on her. And that's how I behave with a lot of characters, as you can see with Luca. My Luca is not built the way normal Lucas are built, as they stack attack on attack on attack. Mine is built with crit rate, crit damage. And, yeah, it's a little unorthodox, but you know what? He works! As well as he's one of the few characters that I have that are completely maxed out with their traces. So level 80 Luca on a level 80 Resolution shines as Pearls of Sweet. We have Herta, which I actually just recently built, as she's not even level 80 just yet. I can't get her there. Level 80 Light Cone. This is something that you could purchase inside of the Shop of Memory of Chaos. There's still some work to do here. But that's not bad. And then I have Shui Yi, which unfortunately I do not have any Eidolons on. Obviously, as long as you play the game to its fullest content, you will get E6 Herta. I have E6 Luca because I wish on Kafka's banner a lot. And then I have Natasha E6 as well, just throughout playing the game. Let's see here. Let's take a quick look at that. Take a quick look at the relics. So here's Shui Yi, here's Herta, here's Luca, and here's Natasha. Now, since I want to show off that this boss is doable, completely free to play, I'm actually not going to use any food buffs with this team either. Everybody has their ult up, which is good. And then what I could also do is just give Herta a small buff with her skill. And I think that's all I could do, so... Let's just hop in there. No food buffs on this squad. Let's see if we can do it. I've actually never completed this boss with this squad. But I'm confident that it should be okay. But maybe I'm wrong.
That's it.
I think right out the gate, I'm going to heal. Because he already put out a decent amount of damage out there. And we should be able to get Natasha's ultimate back up without too much difficulty. Since everybody's ult is up, I could just immediately ult spam, which isn't necessarily a bad idea. And I think I will do it.
Where's the applause?
We're going to cast Lucas first to hope that he casts a defense break. He does. And then Shui Yi.
Execute the Murderstruck!
And then Herta.
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours!
I have a feeling that the star of the show today is going to be Luca or this run, simply because of bleed. There's no reason to use Herta's here. Missed that crit on Shui Yi? I did. Yeah, that one was a little sag.
Step out of it.
No, you missed it, the Murderstruck.
Actually, I don't think those crit either. Come on, Shui Yi. I think what I want to do here is preemptively use a skill just so that I can build my ultimate back up faster.
Keep catching me up.
Do you admit this crime?
Okay, so this is not good. But we are fine.
That's better.
Keep catching me up.
We are fine. Okay, so here, this is where I would say that the strat of not casting out the other people is going to be successful here. I could either break him with my enhanced base attack or with my E. I really don't know what would be better. Let's go ahead and just do the enhanced base attack.
Time to twirl! It's time.
I see. I need to be wary of that. Okay, here we go.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Motor function restored.
We're staying alive. We are staying alive.
Motor function restored.
You know, now that I think about it, I don't even know why Shui Yi is here. Why is Shui Yi here? What is she doing for the squad? She's a 4-star character. In case you're just really struggling, I'm really just putting myself at a handicap here, is what it is.
Time to twirl.
So let's see. I think if I use Herta's ultimate, I should be able to break him
Do you know who this big diamond? It's
and make him
all
bleed, and that'll be really good damage for us, actually. Let me slow this down. How much damage will this do? A decent amount of damage. A decent amount of damage. Let's see. We'll do this on Herta.
That's better.
I think... Do I want to save Shui Yi ult? I don't need to. I don't feel like I have to. Missed another crit. How sad. Shui is not popping off. I hope the audio doesn't sound weird on YouTube. Does it sound weird to you now? Because it probably will. Oh, wait. No, it definitely will. Because I'm just going to be taking the Twitch VOD. I'm not recording it. Maybe if I was recording the audio as well, but I'm not. I was just going to take the Twitch audio. But that's okay. I can, like, fast forward or just cut this part out. I'm planning to cut out a lot of this. Like, a lot of it. Like, I'm sure this is going to take me, like, in total, like, maybe 45 minutes across all these 3 teams. But I don't plan to make the YouTube video, like, more than, like, 10 minutes. It's really echoey? There's been the issues on it being a swarm disaster ability. Well, let me know when it stops, because this is, obviously you guys know this has happened plenty of times before, and I can't do anything about it. I don't know what's causing it, because on my audio tracks, this is not appearing like anything weird, as well as I'm hearing the game just fine. So let me know when it stops. Actually, you know what? Let me try to listen on a... Oh, it's better now? Okay. I was about to say, let me try to listen to it myself. You know what's funny? Every time you guys say this, I never actually know what you guys are hearing. I need to go back and look. It's harder to tell when nothing is happening. Oh, really? So you can't tell just by the music that's playing, like the boss music. Oh, okay.
Step out of it.
Do. Oh, wait, that's not good. Natasha! Oh, that's not good.
No, you're Mr. Marstruck.
These follow-up attacks are really making it difficult for me to not hit the main guy.
Don't get cocky.
Ooh. Ooh. Alright, well, that's dead. Honestly, I don't think she would have been dead if she didn't get hit last second right there. She probably could have lived if she didn't get hit by that bug right before her turn. Alright, well, that's GG.
I'd spend my wake span waiting.
He didn't use big move? He's still on first phase. I didn't even get past the first phase yet. Alright, well. We cannot succeed without Natasha. So let's see here. How do we succeed? How do we succeed? There's 2 things I can do here. When I see that I'm not winning, right, with this, I can either try to switch out a character or I can try to bring in really good buffs, right? I think either way will be successful. So I think why not just do a little bit of both? I think Shui wasn't doing too much for this squad as a whole. So we don't need Shui. Instead of Shui, we can bring in a different 4-star. We can bring in Pela or Lynx if we just want to make Luca one of our main DPSs and like the damage is strictly coming from him. But I don't want to repeat characters. And so I could bring in Hanya. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I could bring in... If I had Sushang built, Sushang might not be a bad idea. I could even bring in a sustain like March if I had her built, but I do not. So I think as far as my account is concerned, maybe the strat is, in fact, to just rely solely on Luca. And then bring in Hanya. You know, in spirit of the Lafu, I switch out Shui for her sister. At least now you won't have bad audio. Oh, truing! Truing! So what is unfortunate about this too is that even though I do like the use of Herta, now I'm going to stick with Herta. I'm going to stick with Herta because the game just gives you Herta. So if anyone is out there building Herta, you can use them in here. Although there is some drawbacks, right? Obviously, in certain instances, if you're trying to specifically not hit the boss when it's in that phase where more buddies can spawn, at a certain point, Herta will follow up attack and then activate that ability from the boss. So it's really, it's interesting. And so on top of the fact that we're going to bring in Hanya, let's bring in a little bit of food, right? A tiny attack buff. And then I also want to bring in maybe like an effect resist thingy. So there is some really good HP and effect resist items out there. Like, for example, this one. But I won't use this one because this one's very good. I don't feel like many people will have access to it. But it increases your max HP by 20%. And then effect resist by 6. So very, very good stuff right there. Let's see if there's an effect. Can you filter by effect? I guess we can just do this. Is there like a small effect resist thingy? I know that you can buy these on the Lafu. These are kind of easy to come by right here. So maybe we can use that one. I feel like this is a very reasonable item to achieve. This one right here. I forget where you can buy it, but I know like somewhere on the Lafu you can get this one. So a small attack buff as well as an effect resist buff. Let's do that for this squad. And so now that we tried and failed with the first team, we reassess and we just come back with a small buff. And let's see how this goes now. The thing is, this Herta is mostly built for pure fiction, so her current build isn't really general use friendly. That is very true too. That's very, very true. Very, very true. Arm Alley, 60% sure you can craft it too. Correct. Yeah. All right, let's go again.
The smell of sin.
So, what's nice about this is that normally I love to run Hanya and Luca on the same team. Because I have Luca built for crit rate and crit damage, he's very slow. He's quite slow. And so with Hanya transferring some of her speed onto Luca, it's really, really beneficial. So what I'm actually going to do is immediately use...
Makes me wish I
She
could
is
stand
yapping.
here forever and ever and ever.
Also, do you think I should move my camera? I never realized how, like, my camera's like is like always coupling up the characters when they're about to move. She likes idling. There we go. Okay, immediately cast Hanya Ultimate on Luca, giving him some of her speed as he desperately needs. Do some of this. A lot of damage on the board right there. Gotta heal. So I'm going to cast this and then cast that.
Let's see some sparks fly.
Do you know who I am?
This big diamond! It's all yours!
I don't need to use my skill here, but I'm about to get a skill point. So I will.
Don't get cocky.
Let's put this on you.
How appropriate. I shall be the judge.
Big damage right there.
Small fry.
Very, very scary. Now, let's see here. Are we afraid to allow more goons to come out? I think so, yes. I think we are. I would not like that. I would not like it one bit. So, I do this.
Step out of it.
I do this. And then I do this.
That's better. How appropriate. Time to twirl. Still in denial.
Let's see here. I gotta wait to use her ultimate. Gonna wait just a moment. Oh, I forgot that that happens.
Don't get cocky.
You know what? F it. Let's just bring out all the goons. Why
The
not?
Ten Lords decree.
And now, after Luca
Hereby
takes his turn,
ordained.
I will cast her ultimate on him. What? Dude! Alright, well. Alright, well. What do I do?
Seems I've been waiting a while. I will remember your kindness.
I think I just leave. And so now, I'm beginning to realize why people don't like this boss. Now, like you were saying, Virgo, Herta's not built to be anything besides a decent pure fiction character. As well as, you know, on top of that, there is a lot of defense that I'm missing out on her. That I could, like, 17.5% defense is actually a lot. You know, she's not fragile, you know, especially once I get her to level 80. I want to bring in Pela. I just really don't want to use, you know who's so good right now? Yang Jin. I want to bring in Pela, but I just don't want to repeat characters. I don't want to repeat characters. Hey, what's up, Trekkie? I think I'm going to have to repeat characters. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to. If I only want to bring 4 stars, because there's a variety of options that I could have. If I want to bring in a 5-star, like Japard, I could bring in even someone like Dr. Ratio, maybe. Obviously, people like Welt and Clara do really well here. But for the sake of only using 4 stars, I will bring in Pela. I wanted to not repeat any characters, but we got to do at least one. It seems. And so what's interesting about this is a solo Luca DPS squad, which is some I've actually never run squads like this. I never run a hyper carry. You should check Discouraged. Fantilli the Undying. Gallagher the Undying. Whoa! That's really funny, actually. Let's go, Gallagher. He's crazy. Okay. And so now we attempt to run a Luca hypercarrier as we tried and failed again with a solo 4-star team. And this time I just gotta try to go all out. I just have to attempt to go all out. And so what I'm gonna do here is bring in a lot of crit rate, crit damage, which can be found with, where is it actually? Which is the really good one? Is it this one? Yeah, so this one right here. I actually don't even know where you get this one, to be honest with you. I think it's from Penacony, though. Or you could begin crafting it with Penacony materials. Use this stuff right here. And so it's going to increase my crit rate by 12 and my crit damage by 24. Huge buff. Mr. Edward's store sells one every day. I see. And then finally, we got this one right here, which actually, wait, is that what it says? Oh yeah, this, yeah, it tells you where you can get it actually. That's like there's a story where you can get this one. But it seems like this one's only craftable. I don't know where you get this recipe, but we got to go with this one. It increases our max HP and also our effect resist. I think that'll be crucial for us. I think that's going to be crucial. This right here is actually what I use against Fantilia a lot. But on top of the fact that I use it against Fantilia for the effect resist, I also use it because I bring in Natasha and Blade into that squad, and they both scale with HP. Okay. We tried and failed, and we do it one more time. We suffer once again to make a 4-star only team work, and this time I'm feeling a lot better. Here, I will immediately cast this on you. And you know what? You know what, dude? F this guy. I'm not gonna let him get a turn before I just start spamming. I do this.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I do this.
Let's see some sparks fly.
I shall be the judge.
An E. An E here.
The punches decide.
An E right here. Take that E.
Naughty child.
Do I heal here? I kind of don't want to. I really don't want to. But I will.
Keep patching me up.
Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, that is scary. But you know what? This should be okay. Because if we do this...
Enemy data net markers activated.
He's gonna hurt right now. Ooh, he is gonna hurt. Let's check out this damage. Get him! Luca! Woo!
Give it up.
Nice. Very, very nice.
I shall be the judge.
Let's see here. Do I cast ult on Luca immediately? I could.
By the will of the 10 lords. The 10 lords decree, hereby ordained.
I will basic attack here. No, that's fine. I can E here. Because then I can basic attack here.
The punches decide.
And then I will do this. Well, actually, no. Since I broke him with physical, one of these bleeds is like massive damage. I gotta do an enhanced basic attack again. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let's see here. I need to be really afraid of him moving on to his next phase.
Here comes the medicine.
So, let's just heal. Okay, wait, hold on. That's really bad. Wait, that's not good. Oh, God. Wait, now I'm gonna have... Oh, no. Alright, well, whatever.
Just
Gotta heal.
Think nothing of it. I will remember your kindness.
Now, I wonder, can we delay the inevitable? He is gonna die on his turn, so I feel like in the meantime, let's just try to get up some skill points and some energy.
Small fry.
Do.
Step out of it.
Alright, not bad.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Where's the applause? Let's see some sparks fly.
What can we do against this guy, huh? How afraid are we of this man? Pretty afraid, actually. Pretty afraid. Not gonna lie.
Time for a shot. That's better. I will remember your kindness.
Commencing support.
So... These guys, I'm not going to be able to kill these guys before they take their turn. And that's one of the scariest things about this. Because once he does his big move, they're going to do their move. That's terrifying. I really don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. It's actually terrifying. That's actually quite terrifying. Do, 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 do.
Recount.
Don't get cocky.
By the will of the ten lords decree.
I am
hereby
afraid. I'm
ordained.
very much afraid right now.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counter.
This is not good. We really needed, we really needed Natasha's ult there. So where did I just misplayed, because I felt like I didn't have her ult for the longest time. I just used it really inappropriately. Or rather what it was is the fact that Luca did so much damage on the first phase, which is 2 moves, that I wasn't able to recover energy to prepare myself for the second phase. And that's really what it comes down to, because I've done that before. I made that mistake when I first learned to fight this boss. I did the first phase too quickly. And because the second phase starts out so heavy, if you're not ready for it, you will get annihilated.
This is serious. I shall be the judge.
Can I still win? Is that possible?
Time for a shot.
Is that possible?
Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I will remember your kindness. By the will of the ten lords decree. Hereby
I wonder.
ordained.
Like, if I can just break him, you know? Because he has a physical weakness. These are physical characters. I'm gonna heal first, actually.
I will remember. I shall be the judge.
Let's see here. If I just basic attack.
By the will of the ten lords.
Do I cast it on myself?
The ten lords decree.
If he spawns the
hereby
firebugs,
ordained.
you're completely screwed? I would have been.
That'll take more
Oh
than
wait, are
once.
these it? He doesn't cast the firebugs, okay. Wait, did he heal? Wait, I feel like his health is higher. Am I dumb? Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
Recount.
Maybe taking out the goons is the way to go? Are we goon slayers? He healed at the start of this phase. Other than that, no, I see.
I shall be the judge.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I will remember by the will of the ten lords.
Man,
The ten
I don't
lords
know.
decree.
I don't know what to
Hereby
do.
ordained.
I kind of want to keep trying, though. Because he didn't spawn the firebugs, I can just leave the... Wait, I could just leave these guys here.
Recount. Still in denial.
I'm getting wrecked.
I shall be the
Natasha,
judge.
live! Live this, Natasha! Yes, Natasha!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. I will remember by the will of the Ten Lords. The Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained. I will recount. Sinful.
Nice effect resist.
This is serious.
Nice, dude.
I shall be the judge. By the
I need to
will
put
of
this
the
on
Ten
Natasha
Lords,
to
the
make her
Ten
faster.
Lords' decree,
Speed up!
hereby ordained.
Speed up, Natasha!
Time for a shot.
That's better. I will remember your kindness. Recount.
Live, Natasha! Live!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Dude, this is
I
crazy.
will remember your kindness.
Oh, this is ridiculousness. There's no way I win this, though. There's still no way that I win it.
I shall be the judge.
Natasha is slow. I think I gotta keep using this on her.
Hereby ordained.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Ooh, okay, now it's GG's. Now it's GG's.
Recount.
But I'm a...
But I'm a doctor. Wait!
I shall be the judge.
Get him, Hanya!
Give it up. By the will of the Ten Lords' decree, hereby ordained.
Alright. Alright. Alright, that was silly of me to think that was gonna be successful. Oh my goodness. So this bug guy's kinda tough, huh? This bug guy is a little hard. Oh, I should have quit so I get all my ultimates back. That's fine. Team minus 56 minutes and 20 seconds. On that run alone? Are you serious? Wait, no, that wouldn't make any sense. F you. Okay. Don't I have something that restores my energy by like a lot? I do not. I thought I did. Oh, here it is. Oh, the album drop. Oh. Oh. Do we just go again and make sure that we... I think we just go again. Fire TBs use the same as Dr. Ratio. Oh, wait, I forgot about that. That a completely free-to-play team could include Trailblazer and Dr. Ratio because they're free. Oh my god. You're so right. Okay, so we have Natasha and oh, actually, let's put you on number 1 and then you. And then maybe a Dr. Ratio hyper carry? Or do we bring in Luca as well? No, I think we just solely rely on I think we solely rely on Ratio. So, a revised free-to-play team with main character on preservation, Dr. Ratio, given to us for free, Natasha, and Pela. You did originally say 4-star only. I did originally say 4-star only. But the reason why I said 4-star only was in the sense of It's a completely free-to-play team. Like, just strictly from what the game gives you, you're capable of using this team. But I completely forgot about how we were given 5-star characters. Hero, who is the dream guest on your podcast? Dream guest on my podcast? You know what? Let's spice things up a bit. Let's spice things up a bit. One of my exes. Oh my god, dude. That clip is something else. Dream guest on my podcast? Alright. Alright, let's see. Okay, at the very least, I don't want to repeat characters. I wanted to do a 4-star only team. Didn't work out. At the very least, let's not repeat characters. I'm not going to bring in Pela. Instead, I could bring in the Hanya. Honestly, the Hanya was kind of going crazy there. The Hanya was doing okay. And now with this squad, I feel a lot better. Can I remove this? I don't think I can. Because the way that this one works, it's effective for 3 battles. So this is for the next 3 battles. Okay, so I'll still have this one active. How about you stats? Trekkie doesn't get the reference too much working. It's, so I don't know if you're familiar with JoJo Siwa, Trekkie, but, she's been going on this tirade of, yeah, too much right now. I am not? Okay. So, she's just a girl who grew up on, what is it? What's that show? Dance Moms or whatever? And then she's now trying to make a music career. She's putting out a song right now, and she's trying to promote it. And, like, she's just currently she's being talked about a lot online. A lot of it is very negative. It's very coming at her for being cringe and weird. And she is being weird and cringe. And so at one point she was like on some sort of premiere of what have you, and then there's like an interviewer like on the red carpet or whatever, be like, yo, like, what's your dream guest on your podcast? And then her response was just like, it really felt like JoJo Siwa, as of like the past couple months, is the embodiment of a 14-year-old boy trying to come across as cool and edgy to his friends. I think that's the best way to describe it, really. And I'm not really trying, I feel like that's one of the more safer, kinder ways to really describe what's going on with her. Because, what was her answer to that question? Her answer was one of her exes. But just the way that she went about answering it was like, honestly, that answer in and of itself might not even really be that bad, but just the way that she did it, it was just, it was bad. Okay. Now, with this squad, I'm going to do the same thing. A very good defensive consumable with that max HP effect resist, and a very good attack consumable with this crit rate, crit damage. Because we're trying and failing, and so we just keep going. We keep adjusting our efforts until we do something that is successful. And you know, this is the reason why this boss is so troublesome. It's like, if you don't have like a team that you know is gonna work well against it, like I do, like the first squad that I used has been very, very consistent. I have not lost with that squad like since the second or third time that I attempted this boss. But if you don't have like that, like, oh, like this is my team, this boss is a struggle. So we continue. We keep adjusting until we find something that works.
The smell of sin.
Now.
By the will of the 10 lords.
I think we just immediately cast ultimates.
Hereby ordained.
I don't think there's anything wrong with just immediately casting ultimates right here.
And falsehood.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
I shall be the judge.
0 points. I'm asking questions. A test.
A Dr. Ratio E. We like that. A Natasha heal.
Not bad.
A main character basic attack. A Hanya E.
Recount.
And a Ratio E.
Answer me.
Let's see what he does.
0 points.
A nice, well-deserved effect resist, as Natasha should have a decent amount of it. But let's see here. Let's see here. I gotta hold off on hitting him. I'm going to again cast this buff on Ratio.
The 10 Lords decree.
Just immediately,
hereby ordained.
immediately. Do that. Cast this.
Your answers? A test. Free.
Very good. Ooh, that feels good.
Give it up.
Ooh, that feels good.
I shall be the judge.
I'm asking questions.
Let's see here. Let's see. Do we want to take out the goons? Usually I do take out the goons with like my other squad because of the AoE ultimates that Pela and
No
Welt
need to
bring,
rush.
and then Clara
Patience
just fights them
breeds
back.
Success.
So I'm not sure. Legend forgot the taunts count as a debuff. Oh, it does. Oh. Yeah, it does, it seems. Let's just go. Let's just try to hit this big boy.
0 points. Knowledge, the measure of truth.
We're just gonna whack him.
Time for a shot.
We just whack him.
Nap time.
Free.
Recount.
0 points.
Lance at the ready.
Honestly, I kind of want to cast the... I want to cast another taunt. I don't think that's a bad idea.
A test. Free.
All right, here we go. Effect resist again. Very good. Okay, so what do we do here? What do we do here? Honestly, since they haven't brought out any of the fire goblins, any of the fire degens, I'm fine with keeping these guys on the table, especially with the shield that Trailblazer's giving. So I'm just gonna basic attack here. Do I ever want to cast Trailblazer ult? I think only right before he does his big move.
I shall be the judge.
But right now they all have shields as well, so I think we're fine. We don't need to cast Trailblazer ult.
Answer me.
I will do it immediately afterwards, though.
Lance ablaze.
That's a very good taunt. I think I'm gonna be able to have the luxury of healing here, topping off, even though no one's in that much of danger, and then working to get her ultimate back. So let's see here. I don't need to cast. I don't need to cast my E again with Hanya. And I actually want to save my ultimate until Dr. Ratio has his. Let's go ahead and do
That's
this.
better.
Nice teamwork.
Your answers? A test. Mediocre.
Alright, not too good, not too hot, but that's okay.
I'm on guard.
We can... Okay, so normally, whenever a character gets debuffed like that, the goons focus the guy who's debuffed. But if I taunt right now, who do they go for? Okay, the taunt, as should be expected, taunts the enemies to fight Trailblazer instead. Taunt overrides. Okay, good to know. My strat was to always just keep Trailblazer taunt up at all times. Apparently, they keep their damage reduction and taunt even if they get locked. Oh, really?
good to stand
Wowing
here and do
ting.
nothing.
Very good knowledge.
The mere thought of having to return to
Now,
the mountains of
Hanya
Karma
and
or
Dr.
Hall of
Ratio ult
Karma
are both...
makes me
Hanya,
wish
shut
I could
up!
Stand here forever forever and ever.
I do have both the ultimates up, but Dr. Ratio is not accessible right now, so I'm gonna wait to cast it.
Recount.
Like right now.
By the will of the Ten Lords, the Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
SAS. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Sinful.
So this is not gonna be enough to stop him from doing the move that he's about to do, but it's still gonna work out regardless.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Not bad. 5 points.
Let's see here. Actually, what I want to do, maybe, is actually
Lance
this.
ablaze. Lance forward.
0 points.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Answer me.
It's time.
We keep taunting! We keep taunting!
Still in denial?
I don't want to cast Hanya E here because then I can't do ratios.
Test.
Let's do that.
Free.
And honestly, I'm not really afraid of losing on health anymore, so I'm just gonna basic
on
attack with
guard.
Natasha here. Again, I'm in the same dilemma of not getting enough skill points. I guess I'll take the hit to ratio and just cast this. So that I can begin getting more skill points back.
Naughty child.
I honestly don't even feel like I need to heal Trailblazer here. Do I even need to cleanse them? What happens if we don't?
This is serious. Recount.
Answer me. 0 points.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Look at the damage on her. Pitiful.
By the will of the Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
SAS. Knowledge.
All right, here
the
we
measure
go.
of truth and falsehood.
We should be on the back end of
Still in
things. We
denial?
should
I shall
be
the
popping
judge.
off soon.
Free.
Man, they are trying their hardest. They are trying their hardest to hit her.
Forward.
It is not working.
0 points.
Nap time.
I'm asking questions. A test. Free.
Give it up. Recount.
Answer me. 0 points.
All right. Okay. It doesn't even matter. We do not care.
This is serious.
We do not care.
I shall be the judge.
Maybe we do care? Maybe we heal her for the first time ever? No, we won't.
A test. Free.
By the will of the Ten Lords decree, hereby ordained.
Lance at the ready.
Let's see here. Let's do
Lance
this.
ablaze. Lance forward.
Again! Another taunt!
SAS. Knowledge.
Oh,
the measure of
he's
truth
gonna be dead soon
falsehood.
now. Get him! Boom!
Answer me.
Boom!
Free.
Okay. We have made improvements, and we acknowledge something crucial. Main character, surprisingly, is a good character. Main character made that really easy. And honestly, I feel like at that point, we could have switched out Dr. Ratio with Luca. We could have switched in Dr. Ratio with like Welt, if you get Welt from standard. Or Clara if you got her from standard. Honestly, this is a very doable team here, where if you have Trailblazer and Natasha, which are two easily, well, obviously, I think even now, Natasha is still given to you if you make an account today, right? Once you get to a certain point. The combination of main character and Natasha, main character and maybe even Lynx too. I really like Lynx. Gallagher, if you so happen to have them E2. She is a story lord. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, you can swap Ratio with pretty much anybody. Yeah. It just depends on, like, who you have best built. My Ratio's built pretty well. My Luca's built pretty well. My Clara's built pretty well. Even my Welt, who's built as a hybrid, not like a pure DPS, could even have been successful here. And then whoever you have as like another support who's beefy enough to be able to take hits if they so happen to be the ones who's debuffed. So like if you have Ting Yun, that could be possible. But I think maybe a better support might have been Yukong for the imaginary weakness break. You could obviously bring in Hanya. You could obviously bring in Pela. You can obviously bring in a variety of characters, I think, at that point. I think there's a good amount of supports out there that could have been treating you decently. Even having a double shielder, like if you have March built. All possible. All very possible. Okay. Oh, hey, cool. Now, last up is going to be our pay-to-win squad. But I still have my buff on. My defense buff on. So let me try to fight something really quickly. Where can I go to fight something? It's active for 3 battles. Bro, are you serious? There's nothing right here? 1 second. Oh, you're kidding me. Sick, dude. Here we go.
Recount.
Answer me. Free.
Naughty child. Nap time.
It's time.
Dope. Okay.
Just as my calculations predicted.
Finally. I think for the pay-to-win squad, quote-unquote, as I'm still completely free to play in this game, I'm not going to run any buffs. Now, this is essentially just a strong squad. We have no weakness break efficiency against this guy. So, if anything, whoa! Oh, God. Oh, God. I just a hero boy. Look at that hero Marcus. Thinking, damn, that cape looks good. And you're welcome back to the Gookie Gang. Thanks so much for the wild open 11 months. Now, speaking of Trailblazer, I wonder when we getting the next path for them. I have to imagine that soon. I feel like we get one for every planet, right? Or something along those lines. Now, I wonder if you want to be a silly head and be like, you know what, dude? All I want to do is just use the characters that I paid money for. And surely I should be able to take over the world, right? Could you be successful, right? Because the way that this squad works, I have Black Swan, limited 5-star character, with her signature light cone. I have Acheron, limited 5-star, with her light cone. And I have Kafka, limited 5-star, with the 5-star Nihility from Simulated Universe. And then Gallagher at E2 to be able to cleanse people. We didn't get a path on the Lafu. Oh, true. We always get like, I feel like maybe what it is, it's more so like a, there's always like a improvement to the Astral Express crew. There was no sub notification music? Oh, wait. I heard it. You guys didn't. And I think I know why. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Wait, where's alert? Oh, that's the reason. I know the reason. Oh my god, dude. See, this is what's so... Wait, that means that... Doesn't that mean it's been like that for a while? Have all my notifications been silent? Because I don't feel like... I don't have an audio thing set up for alerts. Now that I see it here. None of my notifications should be working. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Because it's been like that for like a month now. Anyway. With this squad,
Make a wish.
could we be successful? Even without having any weakness break. I don't know. Let's see. No food buffs either. Just pure raw. We are trying to...
Decided to play your ace, huh?
We are trying to just output damage.
Memories are ever. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
All right, how's this gonna go? I don't know. It's interesting, huh? All right, let's see here. I think what I want to do here is just basic attack, ult, basic attack.
Relax.
Nice second, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Now, I said that there's no weakness break, but Acheron ignores that rule.
It too shall.
Although, I don't know if it will be enough.
Step up, let's see ya. It ain't over.
Ill fate descends.
Another journey begins. Still waters of oblivion.
Alright, so she's gonna get hit. But Gallagher can
In the mood
cleanse.
for another beating? Time to mix things up.
Don't worry, it's just a scrape.
Now, let's see here. Honestly, I'm not really afraid of the goons coming out because of Acheron's ult.
Stand still.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
By herself? Probably not, yeah.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Alright. Maybe I should have saved my ultimate there.
Again.
Oh, she effect resisted! No consumables on the board! She just raw dogged that Yo! Alright, let's see here. Let's see here. I'm going to... E?
Destined for oblivion.
He calls out goons.
I weep for the departed.
I do this.
It too shall fall.
In the mood for another beating?
So I want to do this so that I can get Kafka's follow-up attack and then be able to use her ultimate.
Relax. Time to
Yep.
say bye. Boom.
I weep for the departed.
Wait, why is this doing... Wait, why is this doing even better than my regular squad? You know what it is? It's the fact that every time one of these motherfuckers explodes, Acheron gets a stack.
Destiny isn't chosen. Ill tidings manifest.
I weep for the departed.
Even when they come out!
It too shall fall.
Alright, well. All of that struggle. All of that struggle moments ago.
Continue or remain in the dark.
Now, mind you, I am completely free to play. It just so happens that Kafka, Black Swan, and Acheron are all pretty recent 5-star characters that I all really wanted. And it just so happens that they all worked well together. And I didn't realize that Acheron,
Memories seem to be different again.
with her, the way that her ultimate works, it's actually kind of fucking broken. When the goons come out and then they get gooned upon by their other goons, Acheron is like, ooh, I like that. What the heck? That was easier than, dude. The way that I have my team set up is that I have them set up for the weekly bosses. So this is the first weekly boss, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth. And I think this is I think this is my new team. Dude, I did not think that it was gonna work out that way. That shit is broken. That is diabolical. Okay. All right, well, moving on.